Mike Gallagher.
So Democrats' polling is lower than a whale's belly at the bottom of the ocean. These guys are becoming one of the most unpopular political entities in the history of the country. More and more people are saying, look, they're an embarrassment. And it's because of embarrassing leaders like Karen Bass and Kathy Hochul. Let me give you a couple, and they're two of the shining stars of today's Democrat Party. Now, the wildfires that devastated Southern California included a very ugly chapter of the mayor of Los Angeles deciding it was prudent to hop on a plane and go to Ghana as the wildfire crisis was beginning. And it has been revealed that she knew all about the wildfires. It's been revealed that, she essentially declared an emergency and then said, I'm going to Ghana. Keep in mind, she made a campaign promise when running for mayor that she would never go on overseas jaunts. She would never take these junkets. She would never take an overseas trip at the expense of the people of her city. Well, that's exactly what she did. So she obviously lied and broke a promise, but she's obviously now having to be accountable. They're holding her accountable for why she would leave right as the wildfire catastrophe was beginning. Yesterday, on Fox 11 in L.A., she gave an interview. She's going to conduct an investigation. I almost can't believe I'm playing this clip because I keep telling myself, nobody could be this stupid. Nobody could be this dumb. Certainly not the mayor of one of America's biggest, most prominent cities. But the truth is, she is. Well, it's one of two things. She is either this stupid or she thinks the people are stupid. Stupid enough to buy what it is going to be that she's going to investigate. Check this out.
But what do you mean there were warnings you weren't aware of? Because I know we were talking about it on the news. A lot of people were talking about the problems, warning that this was going to be a huge deal.
So when I talked about it with the fire chief, what she said is that we have warnings of Santa Ana winds a lot, but predicting this, and you saw, from the city, from the county, that level of preparation really didn't happen. So it didn't reach that level to me to say something terrible could happen and maybe you shouldn't have gone on the trip.
Why didn't it
But to
happen?
me, I don't know. I think that's one of the things we need to look at. So 2 investigations are taking place. One internal to the city, and that's the Fire Commission, because that's mandated by the city charter. Mm-hmm. So the commission will hire an outside entity to examine everything, the pre-deployment, why were firefighters sent home, all of that should have taken place that didn't. And then also the governor has contracted with the Fire Safety Research Institute, which is a national institute that investigated what happened in the fires in Maui. So everything that happened, including that, needs to be examined.
Do you hear what she just said? They're going to investigate why. I'm going to investigate why I was allowed to go to Ghana. I'm going to investigate myself. I'm going to investigate my decision to leave the city of Los Angeles and go to Ghana. Now, she's either dumber than a box of rocks, or she thinks residents of Los Angeles are stupid enough to buy that. Mayor Bass, you're an adult. You're a big girl. Nobody held a gun to your head to force you to go to Ghana. This is an example of today's leadership in the 2025 Democrat Party. Let me give you another example, and I'm really interested in your reaction to this one. Kathy Hochul is very proud of slamming New Yorkers with a tax, a fee, to drive in New York City, in Manhattan. It's called congestion pricing. Trump wants to end it. He thinks it's terrible. Hardworking New Yorkers already have to pay a toll to get onto the island of Manhattan. There's tolls on all the bridges and tunnels. Then, in order to have the privilege of driving around in New York City, they're going to charge $9. It's called congestion pricing. They were celebrating. The Democrats think this is the greatest thing going. Oh, look at that. We're going to curb traffic. We're going to line the coffers. We're going to fund the MTA, the entity that runs the buses and the subways and all that and the trains. But Kathy Hochul, this is a little flashback video. Before the congestion pricing was rolled out, she claimed she was actually saving New Yorkers money. Follow this convoluted, twisted logic of the supposedly smart, bright, effective governor of New York claiming that she was saving New Yorkers money. Check out this logic in a flashback video prior to congestion pricing being unveiled in New York.
No New Yorker should have to pay a penny more than absolutely necessary to achieve these goals. And $15 was too much. And I'm proud to announce we have found a path to fund the MTA, reduce congestion, and keep millions of dollars in the pockets of our commuters. Under this plan, the MTA will implement a congestion pricing plan with a reduced daytime toll of $9 beginning in January. You heard that correctly. It was $15 before, and now it is $9. That is a 40% reduction.
She even said, you heard that correctly. We're going to tax people to the tune of $9 instead of $15. Look at that. We're saving you 40%. Now, again, she's either dumber than a bag of hair or she's counting on New Yorkers being too stupid and would accept that cockamamie explanation. Only a Democrat brags about $15 to $9 as a savings under the guise of congestion pricing. Let's see what you think about all of it. Our number is 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.